Well, this is my second time to try to record this morning. I had a glitch on Facebook. I went through the 7th chapter Mark already, and it only recorded 23 seconds of it. So I really don't feel like going through the whole thing again. In a nutshell, the 7th chapter of Mark is coming against the traditions of men. In the 6th verse he says, he answered and said unto them, Well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as written, This people honoureth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And this chapter is an account of the Pharisees and the scribes coming against Christ and his disciples for not washing their hands and not holding the traditions of men. And Christ said, You're worshiping me in vain, teaching the doctrines and the commandments of men. And he says you reject the commandment of God by keeping your own traditions. And so he says you make the word of God of none effect through your tradition, which you've delivered. And we see that same today, a lot of traditions, men teaching traditions of men and not the gospel of Christ. He says there's nothing from without a man that entering into him can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are things that defile the man. Verse 15. And so this is just Christ teaching them that really the depravity of man. He says that from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, and foolishness. All these things come from within and defile the man. And then he also gives the account of him casting the devil out of the Syrophoenician's girl. And also it gives an account of him healing the man of his impediment of speech. And opening his ears and his tongue so that he could speak and hear. He maketh both the deaf to hear and the dumb to speak. And so this is just a quick summary of the 7th chapter of Mark. I've already gone through it once this morning and it didn't record. My voice is getting a little hoarse, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, but you can read it for yourself, the 7th chapter of Mark, and how Christ is coming against the scribes and the Pharisees and their traditions. And like I said, we see a lot of traditions yet today prescribed by the so-called leaders of Christendom. May the good Lord be with you today in a special way. God bless.